Another week of high school football is in the books, and the 88th playing of the Cruise Raider rivalry was an all-time classic, falling in favor of the Sioux City East Black Raiders 42-41 in double overtime. A big reason East was able to win. This week's SportsFource Player of the Week, Chris Ford. Ford was the definition of lightning in a bottle underneath the Friday night lights. At Memorial Field, his box score, simply stupendous. Ford intercepted a pass on defense. Then he found the end zone 3 times. One of those was a receiving touchdown. The other 2 times were kick return touchdowns. He would end the game with 2 returns for 190 total kick return yards. The second return touchdown of the night. That's our first nominee for SportsFource Player of the Year. You're seeing it right there, and you have to see it to believe it.
The kick was kind of like a little pooch kick, and I thought Isaiah Grant, the dude in front of me, was going to get it, and then he ended up not getting it, so it ended up bouncing past him, and I just scooped it up, took off running for my life. It was crazy. I mean, somebody told me I ran like 100-some yards, and broke a few tackles, but I was really tired, so.
I bet he was tired. For East head coach Mike Winkelpleck, having a guy like Ford on the team is something he is extremely grateful for.
It just means that we can trust him, you know, and Chris isn't the only guy, you know. We got other guys that are talented on the team as well, but it sure helps to have guys like him, you know, and you just feel confident with the game plan of trying to get the ball into those guys' hands and see what they can do. And obviously, each and every week, we're going to continue to do that with each one of our guys.
Now, East takes on Sioux City West in the Crosstown Showdown on Thursday night at Elwood Olson Stadium.